Hello everyone, welcome to the data mining algorithms lecture series. We are learning about the cluster analysis algorithms. Today we are going to cover algorithms Cure, Birch and Camlin algorithm that are based on hierarchical clustering method. First algorithm is Camlin algorithm, that is a dynamic modeling algorithm. We have two parameters, one is interconnectivity and second one is closeness parameter, that are important parameter in this algorithm. So what's the idea behind this algorithm? The idea is two clusters are merged only if interconnectivity and closeness between two clusters are high. We have two small clusters. Okay, they are connected to each other. The data objects are connected to each other. So what we are going to do, we will merge those clusters and again check the connectivity between the data object. If the connectivity and closeness of data object after merging the cluster will increase, then we will merge those clusters. If interconnectivity and closeness of data point between the data points will decrease after the merging operation, then we are not going to merge those clusters. So two parameters we need to check, one is interconnectivity and one is closeness. This is a graph-based algorithm and two-phase algorithm. In first phase, we need to apply a graph partitioning algorithm to partition the objects, and then in second phase, we need agglomerative hierarchical clustering algorithm. As we have covered in our last lecture, agglomerative hierarchical clustering is that to start from the bottom level and to approach towards high level. So this is a two-phase algorithm. First phase is graph partitioning algorithm. We are going to divide clusters objects into small clusters, and in second phase we are again going to combine those clusters. We can understand the complete concept with the help of this diagram. We have a data set. We can apply a graph algorithm. Here we are using KNN graph algorithm. So KNN graph algorithm will give us a graph that will show the interconnections between the objects, how one object is connected to the other object. So graph algorithm is a first phase that will generate a graph for a data set. Then in second phase, what this algorithm is doing, this algorithm is giving us the small clusters. Let's suppose here we have three data objects that are connected to each other. We have four data objects that are connected to each other, that are highly similar to each other. So we are going to partition this graph into these small clusters. And our next approach is agglomerative approach, means we are again going to combine these parts. Why we are doing this? First we are dividing these clusters, then we are again going to the cluster, because in the first phase, we are dividing these clusters according to their connectivity, in their data set. But in second phase, we are going to merge these clusters according to their similarity. Let's suppose if this three data object cluster, we are going to combine this data object cluster with this four data object cluster. So the connectivity of the object and closeness of the object will increase. This will be a good cluster. So we need to combine these clusters, and this data object is dissimilar to this three object cluster. So we are not going to combine these two clusters with this three cluster. After the clustering, after the merging operation, final cluster will be obtained. We have three clusters in this data set. The three cluster is like that. If we will divide these cluster, then interconnectivity and closeness will decrease. And if we are going to merge these cluster, then also interconnectivity and closeness will decrease. Means this is the best cluster that can generate from this data set. This is all about the Camlin algorithm. Next algorithm is Birch algorithm. And what's the main characteristics of this Birch algorithm? It is scalable algorithm. The full form of Birch algorithm is balanced iterative reducing and clustering using hierarchy. So as a name implies that it is a hierarchical based algorithm designed for very large data set. We can scale this algorithm for the large data set. Second important thing, only one scan is necessary. So time saving is there. Till now, we have seen many algorithms. Every algorithm uses some distance metric, some similarity, dissimilarity between the objects. But how Birch algorithm will do the clustering? The clustering is based on clustering feature, CF. It will generate a CF tree, clustering feature tree, and based on this clustering feature, it will do the clustering. Like a tree can have many nodes, many points. Same here, CF tree can have many clusters. So it is a group of some clusters. CF tree is a group of some cluster, and its one node or one cluster have a property represented by the triplet of numbers n, ls and ss. Means for each node we are going to calculate these three parameters. N is number of items in that node, ls linear sum of the points, ss sum of squared of the points. After calculating these parameters, we are able to do the clustering. How we can generate the parameter or how we can calculate these parameter? We have these data points. So we have two nodes in a CF tree. Let's suppose we have two nodes in a CF tree, two clusters in a CF tree. For one node, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 data points. And for this first cluster, for the first node, data points are 3, 4, 2 and 6, 4 and 5, 4 and 7, 3 and 8. How we can calculate the clustering features or this triplet for this node? N is 5 because number of data points are 5. Ns is the linear sum. So first we are going to sum the x coordinate value, 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3, that is 16. And then we are going to calculate the sum of y-axis, 4, 6, 5, 7 and 8, that is 30. Next thing is squared sum. For squared sum we need to square of the coordinate. 3 square, 2 की power 2 or 2 square, 4 square and 3 square, that is 54. And for the y coordinate, 4 square, 6 square, 5 square, 7 square and 8 square, that is 190. So squared sum is 54 and 190. Now we have done with these triplet. In the same way we can find the triplet for the second node, for the second cluster, and based on this triplet we can generate a CF tree that is going to used in hierarchical clustering approach. The basic algorithm or the steps of Birch algorithm is: phase first, load data into memory by building CF tree. We need to calculate the triplets for all nodes, for all clusters, and then we need to load the data into memory. Second one is initial CF tree. Then based on those values, those triplets value, we are going to design a CF tree, but this is we are going to condense the data by CF tree. In first phase we have initialized the CF tree, we have done with the CF tree. In second phase we are going to minimize that CF tree, we are going to optimize our CF tree. Second one is global clustering. Once we have smaller CF tree or the best CF tree that we can generate, the third phase is global clustering. We can apply any algorithm for the clustering. Then second one is, and the last phase is clustering refinement. Clustering refinement is another optional phase. We can refine our cluster for the best results. So we have 4 phases here. In phase 1 we have a problem. At the time of CF tree generation, memory can be exhausted. In that case, we need to design CF tree in some other way. So we need to ignore this condition, memory should not be exhausted. Then in phase 1, CF3 will generate. In phase 2, CF3 will optimize. In phase 3, global clustering we will do. And in phase 4, we will refine our cluster. So these are the 4 phases of Birch algorithm. To conclude the Birch clustering algorithm, what's the advantage? Advantage is very clear. It needs only single scan and it improves the quality with a few additional scans. Means there is only single scan or very less scanning we'll need. Second one is disadvantage, handles only numeric data because we need to calculate the linear sum, squared sum and number of data objects. So we can apply Birch algorithm only on the numeric data. What's application? In pixel classifications, image compressions, or if we need to work with a very large data set, then we can use the Birch clustering algorithms. The next algorithm is Cure algorithm. Cure algorithm means clustering using representatives. Here we are not going to involve complete data points, all data points in clustering process. We need some representative data points and that data points should be dissimilar to each other. Means we need every type of data points as representative and we will generate the cluster or we will decide the cluster based on those representative data points. It uses Euclidean space to generate the cluster, to decide about the cluster. Cure algorithm use Euclidean distance, Euclidean space. And the second one is that it do not assume anything about the shape. It can be applied or any type of shape, sphere, S type of shape, even rings. In any type of shape we can apply Cure algorithm. So process is, first we are going to draw the random sample. We need to select some representatives randomly. In second step, we are going to divide those representative data point into some parts. In third step, partially cluster partitions. Why it is partial? Because complete data, all data points are not covered here. Only representative data points are in the clusters. In the next step, we are going to eliminate the outliers. If there is any noise, if there is any representative points that behaving like a noise, then we are going to eliminate that outlier. Next is cluster partial cluster. Means we have now clusters. We have now partial cluster designed with the help of representative data points. Now what we need to do, we need to assign the clusters to all data points. If we have a data point that is not assigned to a cluster, we need to check the best cluster for that data point. So we need to do the clustering for all data points. Label data on disk. So we are going to labeling the data, means cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3, and which data points belongs to which clustering. We need to do this labeling. So now we have the final clusters. It is clear that Cure algorithm is divided into 2 phases. One is initializing in Cure, means we are going to select some random points and we are going to divide those random points into some groups. Means we are going to do the partial clustering. After partial clustering has been done, we need completion of Cure algorithm. That means we need to assign clusters to all data points. In first phase, initialization of Cure points, there is a important thing is that move each representative points to a fixed fraction. Means we have some representative points and we are going to move those data points into some fixed fraction so that we can get the exact clusters or the good clusters. But all other data points will be stable. The next one, completion of Cure algorithm, we will get the final clusters. This is the phase in completion Cure algorithm. This is a phase in which we need the Euclidean distance. Now we have the partial cluster and we are going to check the cluster for our data points. So for that data points, we need to calculate the Euclidean distance of that data point from all these clusters. The cluster that is nearest to the data points is assigned to that data point.